Hey, this is Keith. I am super excited to show you the new data analytics features that I've just published to the website. But to really understand how that works, I want to start and back us up to the process of making evaluations in an essay, and then we'll see how that plays out with the data analytics for when we're done having finished grading all of our essays. So I'm identifying topic sentences, and I see Chris's topic sentence here. Students spend most of their days outside of home. Not a very good topic sentence. In fact, it's a trivial fact. Of course, students spend most of their days outside of the home. Pretty much everyone does. So I'm going to select this feedback comment, and I'm going to mark this essay as graded. The system tells me, congratulations, it looks like you're done grading all of your essays. And we exit, and we go back to the assignment view page. So from here, we can go to the Analytics tab, and now that I've finished grading all of my sample essays, I'm going to view my rubric results. And we'll see the rubric results grid. So this was already available on the site, and it shows you that cool breakdown of how your students performed in each specific core element at each quality level. So, wow, we stunk on thesis for this assignment. But what's new is you can now drill down into each core element to get a closer look at what's really going on in this data. So let's click into topic sentence, since that's the one we were just looking at in the grading app. So we see the numbers breakdown just like the previous page, but we have these new options: show students and show text excerpts. And let me zoom in, because I know the text ends up pretty small once this all gets made into a YouTube video. So for the level 4 topic sentences, I'm going to say show me the text excerpts. And what it does is it pulls up the actual text that we had highlighted as each level 4 topic sentence. So students spend most of their days outside of home. Here it is. Here's that text, and here's the feedback comment that I associated with that text. And it's all organized underneath level 4, because these are all problematic topic sentences. If you want to know who the student was, you click Show Students, and it retrieves the student data. So it can show you, okay, that was Chris's essay. He was the one who wrote, students spend most of their days outside of home. Now, these boxes are, it totally configurable however you want it. Show just the text excerpts, you can uncheck that, and it'll just show you the students. You see Ian is listed here twice because something like a topic sentence will appear more than once in an essay, so we'll be making multiple evaluations throughout the course of his essay. And so it just so happened that 2 of his topic sentences were very weak, but I believe if we go over to the level 1, the very good topic sentences, yeah, Ian shows up on the list also because he had one that was really strong. So students can show up in multiple places within this readout, depending on what type of element it is from their papers. Now, let me zoom back out and show you some of the subtleties. So every single core element in your rubric is configured to either be a sentence level element, like the topic sentence, or a paragraph level element like paragraph focus, or you can set it to be a whole document level core element like when I look at the student's overall organization. And each of those 3 types, sentence, paragraph, and whole document, behave slightly differently when we drill down. So let's look at a paragraph level core element. The options are the same, but I just want to caution you that the excerpts that are related to each paragraph is, of course, the entire paragraph. And to be honest, I find this to be of questionable use, because retrieving the student's entire paragraph, so for example, let's pull up the names. This first one, oh, it's Chris. This first one was one of Chris's paragraphs that I said was a jumbled mess. And here's another one of Chris's paragraphs that I said was a jumbled mess, and others from other students. You know, here's one of Ian's that I said was, needs more work to get focused. But I only graded 13 sample essays just to generate sample data so that I could do this video for you. And with just 13 essays, we're already staring at way more paragraphs and way more text than anybody's really going to want to look at. And you can imagine what this will look like once you've graded 60 or 80 or 90 essays. So I don't really think the text excerpts make sense for the paragraph level items, but I do think it makes sense to just show the students so that you can see, okay, Chris had 2 paragraphs that I said were a jumbled mess. You know what? I'm going to pull him aside and I'm going to talk to him about his paragraph focus, and maybe he needs some extra help there. So I think that's helpful. I just don't think the whole text excerpts works out very well. But I left the feature in just in case, you feel like it does have value for you. Now let's also look at the whole document scoped item. So this was a letter writing assignment, so attention to audience. Did they remember who they were writing to for the entire letter, or their overall organization? Now, when you jump into one of the whole document scoped items, the text excerpts button is grayed out, because when you think about it, the excerpt for something that refers to the whole document would simply be the whole document, whereas for a sentence level item, retrieving a kid's thesis, that makes sense, but retrieving the whole document, it just doesn't make sense. So you can still show the students and how they performed and what the feedback comments were for them. But if you want to see the whole document, well, just go back and click on the kid's document. It doesn't make sense to spit it back here. Now, the last thing I need to mention is you may see this student not specified. Now, normally you can see it's showing you all of the students' names and where they sorted out here. But in this case, the system doesn't know the student's name, and I'll show you where that comes up. So if we go back to the assignment view, here are all the essays, and it knows all of the students who the essay belongs to. It's the very last one. It doesn't have a student specified because I uploaded this final document, but I didn't tell the system, hey, it belongs to so-and-so. You can fix that by just going to Edit and then picking the correct student from the drop list, and then it's been associated with a student, and then the site knows who you're talking about. But so that's the only time where you'll see that student not specified in the analytics results. But anyway, that's how it works. You can drill down into each core element. You can look at the students that showed up and the comments, the feedback comments they received. You can see the actual text, or you can see both if you like. And you can consume this data however you like. I think it's just amazingly powerful, even though it's fairly simple and straightforward. And in the next video, we'll talk about different ideas for how to use this analytics data and some of the cool exercises and in-class activities you can do as a result of this. So anyway, check it out. Let me know what you think, and I'll look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.